When you think about this room and all it's seen, these stones witnessed Winston Churchill speaking to Canadians. The stained glass windows reverberated with the voice of John F. Kennedy.
Geography has made us neighbors. History has made us friends.
The benches upon which we lean supported us through debates on repatriating the Constitution and free trade. These lights shone down on Malala Yousafzai. This carpet was walked on by Barack Obama.
The world needs more Canada.
This is just a room, Mr. Speaker. This is just a place. It's a lovely room, it's a lovely place, it's filled with history and stories. But this is not the center of our democracy. Democracy happens whenever MPs gather, roll up their sleeves, get to work on building a better future for Canadians.
God keep our land. Well, that room is going to mark another milestone in its history, incredibly. I can't believe it myself. When the House of Commons rises for the winter break a little bit later this week, probably tomorrow, it will do so for the last time in that center block chamber for at least 10 years. Though now they're talking about 15 to 18. David Cochran shows us the preparations now underway to repair and restore this magnificent but fragile building.
It's not the mother of all parliaments, but it's about to undergo the mother of all renovations.
I'm going to miss it a lot. I mean, I'm in my anticipatory grieving phase about this building. There are things that I still come in and see something new.
As curator, Joanna Mizgala is the guardian of the artifacts. Everything from the ceremonial mace to the portraits on the walls to the desks in the house fall under her care. All of it will be moved to the temporary parliament or spend time being restored.
Well, it's a huge job. I mean, we've never had an opportunity to just turn our attention to the building. So whenever we've been able to do any work on the building, it's been either when the House is not in session or during an election period, but never a kind of concentrated effort on the building.
Ms. Gala will safeguard the grandeur while others handle the granite on a project with no firm timeline, no firm price.
At this point, the baseline budget or schedule has not been firmly established.
The heritage nature of this place makes any renovation difficult and expensive. Among other things, the center block needs to be reinforced to better withstand earthquakes. The biggest challenge is that the renovators won't really know what they are dealing with until they start. The original builders improvised during construction, meaning the work doesn't match the blueprints.
What year we will really move back into center block?
As soon as possible.
While they sort that out, MPs will meet in this temporary House of Commons, built in the West Block of the parliamentary precinct. The most optimistic timeline suggests it will be in use for at least 3 federal election cycles, maybe more.
Well, and in fact, you can expect that there will be members of parliament who will be elected who will serve their entire careers and only sit in the temporary chamber in the West Block and never sit in the chamber, the real House of Commons in this building.
The idea in these renovations is to strike a balance, to preserve the ornate features of Canada's most important heritage building, but update it for modern times.
When the building was built, there were no washrooms for women, for example. Now that's been changed, obviously, but that should be improved. There weren't until recently any spaces for doing things like breastfeeding and looking after small children.
That will take a long time. By late January, the doors will be closed to the public for at least a decade, almost certainly longer. The carillon will still chime each day, at least until 2022, when the bells go silent to be restored. So come hear them while you can. David Cochran, CBC News, Ottawa.